What was your worst hair phase?
At the moment, I'm in one right now. I got because the mullet's sort of in fashion, and my hairdresser went, "We'll leave just a little bit at the back." He goes, "That's what everyone's doing," and I think my hair goes down my neck too long, and it's looking like I haven't got my hair done at the moment. Now, obviously, I've over the years I've clung to hold these teeth. I take tablets and this, and I've had a transplant that didn't really take, and all that type of stuff. But because I had the transplant, they remove all the hair. At the back,
right?
My hair at the back's thin, so I can't even grow a mullet, right? Like, what am I doing this for? I'm meant
Hitler
to be
with a mullet.
I'm meant to be doing an ironic haircut from the Australia in the '80s and trying to pull it off. And so this would be
you're in it right now.
Up there. So the people don't say that about the transplant. The back of your head gets thin. Right, so because any hair that goes from here to here doesn't regrow here because they take it out from the root.
Oh, right.
So once it's gone from here to here, it's gone from back here. So I let's not get into politics. We can talk about this. Donald Trump's head.
Yeah.
Right. He has gotten hair from the back here and put it on top. Everyone goes, "Oh, he has a comb over." He doesn't have a comb over. He doesn't. I've watched it. He has a comb behind. There's a rectangle in the back of his head that will just be scar tissue from all of his hair transplants because all that hair has been moved up to the top. Why, if you're thin on the top, don't you cut the side shorter to make the top look better?
Right.
He doesn't. He has those bits that wisp over his ears and then they come back and the back of his head looks like a duck's ass, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's got a comb behind, bro.
Oh, he's covering that.
He's covering the transplant at the back. The hair on top is the hair on top. He's got a comb behind.
What a creature.
Yeah, but as a
creature.
man who's lost his head, look, you can call him a fucking, you can call him a war, you can call him so many things. So many things. But don't call him Hitler. If you call him Hitler, people get so angry. How dare you call him Hitler? Hitler killed, Piers Morgan said that to me on the Bill Maher show. I said, and this was during Trump's initial thing. I said, there's a Muslim ban. He stopped letting people in with green cards who have been allowed in here if they're Muslims. I go, you can't start excluding people from being allowed into countries. I go, this is fucking Hitler stuff. And then Pierce did the, how dare, that is so disrespectful to Jewish people. Hitler killed 6 million, like I've never heard the stat.
Yeah, right.
Like, what? Right? He goes, Hitler killed 6 million Jews. I wasn't calling him Hitler at the end of his career. I wasn't calling him Hitler last day in office.
Hitler in his prime.
Yeah, I'm calling early Hitler. Early Hitler when he's given a few speeches in beer halls.
Going, what about this group?
Yeah, exactly.
What about these guys?
But what was the question?
Trump's comb over.
Comb behind. Yeah, so I find it weird when people tease him for being orange and for having bad hair because that's the least of our problems.
Yeah, no kidding.
And as a person who's lost my hair, I will stick up for that man trying to keep his hair at all costs. He's on TV every fucking day, man. I come on podcasts with hats because I can't be asked doing the magic trick.
Right.
I can't be asked putting the powder in and wisping it up and then just like holding still. I host a show on Fox called The Snake, which is like a reality game show, and we did it in Argentina in the jungle, and it's fucking muggy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's some wet air, and my frizzy fucking thin ass hair wasn't having a good day, and there was just someone standing in the wings every 5 seconds that came out, put more flakes in, then rushed off to make me look that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't begrudge a man who has to be on TV every second of every day trying to make it look like he has hair.
Yeah.
There is an argument. Maybe he should give up the fight and just go the Chrome Dome. Maybe.
Maybe. It'd be scarier.
But he's already, the hair sort of humanizes him a bit, doesn't it?
Right, exactly.
It's a little bit
a little fluff.
No, the hair sort of gives you the whole like, the poor fella, he's giving it a go.
Yeah, he's got a little fur. He's a little fluffy.
Yeah,
are you worried about being mistaken by ICE?
This is the thing about ICE. I know some Australians that have overstayed their visas and they haven't been tackled in the street at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like until the third Hemsworth is arrested.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, when have you seen It's about South Americans and Mexicans.
Right.
It's about South Americans and Mexicans,
Yeah.
and it's not about anybody else. And
You
you
can see them on the street.
You can argue, okay, well maybe we should pay people who clean our houses and pick our fruit and do all that type of stuff. Maybe we should pay them more money. And this is, there are arguments again. I came into this country illegally. I don't believe in illegal immigration, but I don't believe in fucking getting somebody who's doing a meaningless job, like not meaningless, meaningful
Right.
job,
Right.
Who is actually like helping out, like jobs that we don't fucking want. Stop acting.
Yeah.
Stop acting like, oh, if these people had gone, well, I could have a job.
Right.
Mate,
I'd be picking strawberries in the sun.
I ordered Postmates the other day. The guy who delivered the food to me couldn't speak a lick of English.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't say hello. Just came up and went, food. And he was just sort of looked at me and like that, right? And if that cunt can have a job, any of us can.
Right.
Right? So stop acting like, because you don't want to work in a factory making fucking Happy Meal toys, and you fucking know it. We have gotten too comfortable in this country. We don't have the labourers anymore. We're all told that we should all go to university. No one should fucking take up trades and all this type of stuff. And now we're going, but these people taking work away from fucking who? Yeah. Right? So if ICE want to get rid of illegal immigrants, and illegals in the title, and illegal people shouldn't be living here, blah, 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 blah. If you want to get rid of somebody who's doing a job at the car wash or something like that, you better have someone waiting in line that says that that's the job they want.
Yeah.
So if you're pulling this cunt out, have another person in there right away. Fucking some guy called David.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it doesn't seem to be the case, and it seems to be racially motivated as far as I can see, watching on the news and just seeing it in the street. I was in a car wash down here in Sherman Oaks, and it was shut down for 2 days because they'd all run off.
Really?
Right? You just drove in and they'd all run off. So I haven't seen a Swedish backpacker being dragged along the street by her plats. Have you? Just a hot blonde girl, just like, I just was working casually. Oh.
I've been here for 6 years.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But and those people do exist.
And you know that they're not honest about their intent when you change the reason, right? Part of it is the work, and then they shift it, and they're like, no, we're gang members. Yeah. We're getting gang members and criminals and rapists out of here.
We're getting gang members, criminals, and rapists. And then I was seeing old ladies. Yeah, and
walking into City Hall to take care of their paperwork.
Yeah.
And being thrown in a van.
And it's like, and then we'll kick you out with the idea of bringing you back in. Doesn't feel like that. Would you trust that? If they told, because it doesn't look like that. Yeah. And then you've got fucking Dean Cain. Yeah. Fucking the worst Superman of them all. Right? Dean Cain, whose grandparents were in a Japanese internment camp. Right? Fucking joining ICE.
Oh, yeah, why?
Fucking because they get 50 grand sign-up bonus.
Right.
They get big, and it pays really well. I understand why desperate people are doing it, like joining ICE, but I feel like there's so many things. What that must do to your soul must be terrible, but also just even if you think, oh well, I'm a person who believes that immigrants should come in the right way, blah 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 blah. You're going to be working alongside some horrible people.
Oh yeah.
Even if some of them are people there with the best intentions. I'm not saying that all ICE agents are terrible people, because there's nuance to things. And
sure.
And you work for, I have relatives who are police officers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So I don't want to, there'll be people listening to this podcast who have relatives who work for ICE who they love, who they don't know about, But there are some cunts in that job.
There's going to be some weird conversations in the van.
There's going to be some fucking cunts in that job. There's going to be some people that are going to drop some slurs in that van as you're going along, going, let's catch ourselves some whatevers. All day.
Yeah.
All day. So my opinion on that is, how did we get to this?
Well, I'm worried about your status.
Can I join ICE? I must get a real good signing bonus.
Yeah. We got a good one.
Okay, so the mother of my first child is Canadian, and so when my son was born, she got sworn in, and you go down to a big warehouse downtown, and you stand in there, and you read off a screen, blah, 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 blah. Some people are holding Bibles, some people are having whatever, and they go, congratulations, you are now an American. Like, there's always a judge up there on the screen, and then they play they just show you a video of an eagle flying with like a font of a flag, like a soft fade of a flag over the top. Yeah. And then, so I'm proud to be an American because at least I'm motherfucking free, right? And you stand there, and I was like, and then when she was there, I was there with her. I was holding our baby, and then Obama was in at that stage, and Obama goes, welcome to the country. Yeah, it's a wonderful place, and we're happy to have you here. And I can't do that impersonation, but you get the thing.
It's great. He
does the whole thing. When I got sworn in, Trump was in. Mm-hmm. His head comes up on the screen. Oh no! I'm in a warehouse of Mexicans. A warehouse of them, right? Yeah. There's 3,000 of us.
Wow!
Right, all being sworn in. This is our big day.
Wow!
And boo, boo, and then he goes, it's a wonderful country. It's a great country. He goes, make sure you assimilate. Like he was like barking orders at us through the screen with his video. Oh, his video wasn't congratulations, welcome, you are now an American. And this is what he's going on. Come in here legally, do it properly, try to blah, 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 blah. And we're all about immigration, but just done the right way. Well, I was there doing it the right way, and he still gave us a fucking lecture.
Jeez.
He still gave us a little digs. Like try. And what is assimilation? Quintessentially, what is it, right? Because I don't know if there's anyone. I've fully assimilated into being American into the sense that I'm a baseball-loving, Thanksgiving-having, fucking 4th of July celebrating fucking dude. Right?
Yeah.
But I still eat Vegemite every fucking day.
Right.
Right? I still think our bread's fucking better than your bread. and our prawns are better. So this doesn't mean that I haven't assimilated. Yeah. It just means that there's things from your childhood that you never lose, that you never whatever. There's customs that will always be with you.
Which is the thing that's always made this country great.
Yeah, and so
you all bring yours.
So like the thing is to mix in.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with keeping a bit of your old self.
Right, exactly.
There's nothing too weird about that. I'm a proud American and a proud Australian, and I consider myself to be both. And I know that American doesn't like you to consider yourself being both. That once you get one, that you can't be the other. But I've always said this. I always felt like an Australian who identified as a British person. Because I moved to England when I was 21.
Yeah.
And I've been putting sunscreen on every fucking day for 21 years, topping it up at lunch every fucking day. Yeah. Right? And I still got called Casper at school. And then Bernie because I burnt all the time and all this type of stuff. I got teased and teased and teased. My brother's had my father's in hospital right now with a skin cancer, getting a skin graft from a skin cancer being cut out.
Oh, geez.
There's skin cancer everywhere in Australia. Blah, blah, blah. And then I moved to England and I was a beer drinking guy who liked to stay indoors and it was always raining and I was just... This place is wonderful.
I love it here.
I mean, I was like, I got into the soccer or football, as it should be called, and all that sort of stuff. And so I listened to Oasis and Blur and all that era of music was a thing. And so I'm an Australian who identified as a British, but they never gave me a fucking passport. They never gave me. And now I consider myself an Australian American. Another weird thing. I know you haven't asked a question in 20 minutes. Another weird thing about Americans that I'll never quite understand is America's the greatest country on earth. You should be proud to be an American. Blah 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 blah. America. And then they're always like this. I'm Irish.
Yeah, I'm Italian.
You all are obsessed with your heritage and where you came from. My sons are American. They've got Australian passports. But I'd find it weird if they went, I'm an Australian American.
Right, yeah.
But everyone's an Asian American, an Irish American, an Italian American, and blah, blah, blah American. Yeah. That doesn't happen in other countries.
Right.
And so for a country that is the most patriotic place on earth, by a mile, the most patriotic place on earth, where if you tease the country, there's people who get violently angry about it. Right? And then everyone wants to go back to... And people are even claiming shit that isn't... I'm a German American. What, you're proud?
Right.
You're over the moon, are you? Right? Yeah. And the weird thing about the Irish, I'm Irish. I think most of them are English. I think just white people claim to be Irish.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah. My name's McDaniel.
Yeah.
Then that's Scottish.
And no one's checking.
O'Donnell is Irish. You're because I think coming from being an English American, which I've heard no one ever say.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say I'm an English American. They only say Irish or Scottish.
Right.
I don't, for whatever reason, England, because you beat them in the Revolutionary War,
the original,
and they're the ones you had to push out. That's the one that you guys don't want to claim.
Yeah,
and I bet most white cunts in this country are English American.
Yeah, could trace it back.
I'm not Irish. My real second name's Irish, like Nugent. My real last name's Nugent. That's Irish. But we did like a 23andMe, whatever. I came back like 35% Irish, 55% English, and then a little bit of junk around the UK. But as pale, they should have sent me like an ABBA album and just gone, this is you, dude.
Yeah, as white as it gets.
Listen to that in John Denver, mate. Enjoy yourself.